Hey, I'm Alex with ToolRev, and this is DeWalt's 20-volt brushless framing nailer model DCN692. Let's check it out. With a 5 amp hour battery and no nails, this tool weighs 9.4 pounds. That's about 2.5 pounds heavier than that rigid pneumatic nailer, which weighs 7 pounds. This has a trigger lock-off switch and a rafter hook. There are 2 speed settings for shorter or longer nails. You have an onboard Allen key for clearing nail jams. Usually, if you get a nail jam, you can just loosen these 2 bolts and the nail will pop out. Another type of jam that happens with this is sometimes if you don't drive the nail all the way into the wood, the tool stalls and the drive pin gets stuck somewhere along the line. So there's a stall release lever that will unstick it about half the time. And when that doesn't work, you should find the drive pin stuck all the way forward where you can tap it loose with the Allen key. If there's no jam or stall and the tool still isn't working, there are 2 rear indicator lights to tell you if the tool or the battery is overheated, or if you need to reset the tool by reinserting the battery. There's a depth of drive adjustment wheel with 5 positive settings. Left is shallow, rotating it to the right drives the nail deeper. This has 2 firing modes, single fire and bump fire. In single fire mode, you have to press the tip into the wood before the engine will rev so you can fire a nail. So let's do that. Take some nails, slide them in here the right way. Take the safety off. You'll see nothing happens until I press the tip into the wood. So now in bump fire mode, you can do the same thing, or you can pull the trigger first to let the engine rev and then bump the tip into the wood to fire. So, okay. Oh, see, it stalled it out right there. So let's see if this works. Boom, it worked. All right. So these are 3-inch long by 131 diameter hot dip galvanized nails. These are mostly what I use. I use them on setting 2 because 1 doesn't drive these 3-inch galvanized nails. Slide them in. We have 3 bars on the battery. On setting 2. I'm going to start in single fire mode. Yep, single fire mode. See, it drives them in all the way. Let's go to bump fire mode. Oh, and I'm all the way up on the drive, on the depth drive. All right, so if I turn these down and try to bump drive, dry fired, you see it doesn't drive them all the way. So I think that's pretty much where this thing tops out for bump driving, full depth with the 3-inch 131. This takes 30 to 34 degree paper collated nails, 2 to 3.5 inches long with a diameter range from 113 to 131. Now that gets you through most of the International Residential Building Code, but for larger nails like 16D sinkers, you need to move up to a pneumatic nailer that shoots plastic collated nails that come in larger sizes than paper collated nails. So these are 3¼ inch, 148 diameter plastic collated nails. That's as close as you're going to get to a 16D sinker. Another difference between plastic and paper collated nails is that plastic is cheaper. So these are both hot dip galvanized nails. These 3-inch 131s run about $95 per 2,000, where these 3¼ inch 131s cost $130 per 4,000. A downside to the plastic collated nails is as you drive them, they shoot plastic shrapnel everywhere, including at your face, where these shoot nice and clean with no shrapnel. A downside to these is the round heads are offset, the full round heads are offset, so if you have to finish driving it by hand, they bend easily, where these are just regular nails collated together that you can peel off and drive by hand as needed. So between these 2 specific setups, I'd say the pneumatic is lighter and faster. That rigid rarely jams. It has a more consistent drive depth. It has more consistent drive depths when tacking plywood to framing than this does. That can shoot all the same size nails as this, plus the larger sizes. That being said, I use this as much as possible because of its portability, the fact that it shoots the cleaner paper collated nails, and I enjoy using it. And the house I'm rebuilding has no power, so this allows me to not have to bring the generator, to run the air compressor, to run the pneumatic. If you get one of these, I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And before you buy that next tool, consider searching toolrev.com to see if we have the right review for you. See you next time.